Hello students, welcome to my 18th video, and in this video I am going to discuss the question answers of this poem given at the back of the lesson. Now before that, let me clear the things that you're going to write in your copy. Now when you're going to start this lesson, the question answers of this lesson, the first thing, of course, you will write down the name of the poem, and then you will draw a picture, drawing. You will make a drawing of a river in the beginning of the, before starting any question answers. First, you will write the name of the poem and then make a drawing of a river. After that, you will write a short summary of the poem. Now, as we see that the poem is very long one, so I won't ask you to write stanza-wise explanation in the summary. Make it short and brief in your when you write down the summary. Don't write down stanza-wise. Make it very short. So that you will write down in the beginning, first the name, then the drawing, then after that you will write a summary of a lesson of the poem, and then after that you will write down here the word meanings. Those are given at the back here. All different so many words with their meanings and part of speech are given. So all that you will write in the 3 columns, and that I have already explained how to do it. After that you will start the question answers. Now what we see here, there are 3 different types of questions. Under A, we have some explanations of the stanzas, and we have to find out those stanzas from the poem whose explanations are given here. Under B, there is an extract, and 4 questions are given with that extract. And then under C, we see there are some questions. So let us begin now. Now here, what I feel, these are the explanations, and already the explanation is done in the previous video. So first 2 I will tell you, the answers of first 2 I will tell you. The rest 3 I expect you to do it yourself. Find out these stanzas yourself. Now let us see the first one. What the question is asking, find lines in the poem that express the following thoughts. First one. As the brook flows down its stony and pebbly paths, it creates a whirlpool and makes many musical sounds. Now here we have to find out from which stanza this thought comes from. So here the 4th stanza. Here we see many words, the sound words are used, making the poem very much musical. I chatter over stony ways, in little sharps and trebles, I bubble into eddying bays, I babble on the pebbles. So this is the stanza, the 4th stanza, which is having that first thought. The second one, the brook follows a winding path, carrying flowers and fish along with it. Now, here is that one. Let us see. The brook follows a winding path, carrying flowers and fish along with it. We know it's here. We had done the explanation. I wind about and in and out, with here a blossom sailing, and here and there a lusty trout, and here and there a grayling. The 7th stanza. So you will write down this stanza after writing that explanation. That second one, you will write down this stanza in the copy. So after that, these 3, 3rd, 4th and 5th, you are completing yourself, finding the answers, the stanzas yourself. So that much for you. Next one, let us see. Under B, we have extract given. Let us see what the extract is. And draw them all along and flow to join the brimming river, for men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. So here, this is the extract. Let us see what questions are there. First one, what does them refer to in these lines? Now, see in the first line, and draw them all along. What does the brook draw? Let us see. Draw them all along. So this line is here in this 9th stanza, and draw them all along and flow to join the brimming river. This tract is given there. Now, what is it drawing along? It is drawing along a flower, a lusty trout, a grayling. Those are the fishes. Trout and grayling are the kinds of fishes. And a foamy flake. So these are the things. A blossom means a flower. These are the things it draws along. So you will mention these things. Them means these things. Next one. What flows to join the brimming river? What flows to join the brimming river? The brook. Of course, we know the brook flows to join the brimming river. Why does it go on forever? Now we know it has given here in many stanzas. This is repetition is given. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. Why does it go on forever? That is it. The question is asking. Now, it goes on forever because it is an eternal. It has no end. The brook has no end. It is there forever. It flows forever. So that you will mention that it flows forever. It is eternal and it has no end. It goes on forever. Next one. Question 4. To whom does men refer to in the to whom does men refer to in the poem? Now, whom does this men refer to? It means the whole humankind, the whole mankind. Okay. Next part of the same question. What does the poet mean by men may come and men may go? Now, what does it mean by men may come and men may go? It means the mortal life of human being, the humankind, the mankind, their mortal life. That means they take birth and they spend their life and one day they die. They meet their end. So that is what you will mention here. Men may go and men may come. Men may come and men may go means that the life of mankind is not forever. They take birth, spend their life and then they meet their death. That is they have the end. Next one, let us see. Answer these questions. How does the brook behave when it encounters curves along its banks? Now this question is taken from this stanza. With many a curve my banks I fret, by many a field and fallow. So this line, curve my banks I fret. Fret, the meaning is annoyed and getting angry. So there the question is asking, how does the brook behave when it encounters curves along its banks? So it becomes angry, it becomes annoyed when it encounters curves along its banks. Next one, make a list of the various places that fall in the path of the brook as it flows. Now this is something you'll be doing yourself. Read the poem and see which all places it comes across in its journey and make a list of all those places. Next one, question 3. What do you think causes the foamy flake as the brook flows? Now, what does cause the foamy flake as the brook flows? So this we will see. The foamy flake. What do you think causes the foamy flake as the brook flows? It's given here. Let us find the answer from here. And here or there a foamy flake upon me as I travel, with many a silvery water break above the golden gravel. So what causes a foamy flake are the different kind of pebbles and stones that are there on the bed of the brook, and which when the water of the when the water of the brook hits these stones and gravels and pebbles, a foam is created, a foamy flake is created. So it means small waves are created, and which forms bubbles on the surface of the water. So that is how it is created. That is how those foamy flakes are caused. That you will mention here. Next one, what makes the brook sparkle? Now we know what makes the brook sparkles. The sunlight of the sunlight falling on the water surface makes the brook sparkle. And because the rays fall on its watery surface and gets reflected back, that causes the surface to sparkle, and that makes the brook sparkle. So that you'll mention. What is the netted sunbeam? What makes it dance? What is the netted sunbeam? We know that the sunbeams we know get netted. Netted means the watery surface acts as a net or a reflector. It acts as a net or a reflector. The trapped sunbeams, the sunbeams, the sun rays gets trapped in the water, and because the water is moving, they look like as if those rays are dancing. Those sunbeams are dancing on the surface of the water. So that you'll write. Next one, discuss and write. That also is, we'll see. Where does the brook in the poem originate from? The highlands or the plains? From where it originates means beginning. From where it begins. That you have to choose here, the highlands or the plains, from where it is originating, beginning. That you'll write yourself. And support your answer with lines from the poem means you have to just write down the stanza which clears that it is originating from highlands or the plains. So that you'll write yourself. Next one is given here. Compare the following parts of the brook's journey with human life. That is given in the explanation, and I expect you'll very nicely write down this answer yourself. Compare the following parts of the brook's journey with human life. At the beginning of his journey, what is being compared at the beginning of the journey of the brook with the human life? And closer to the river, before meeting the brimming river, which part of human life is compared here with the brook? So that you listen to the explanation and write it yourself. So discuss and write, you're completing yourself. In the copy, all these things are to be done. Now, there is something else to be done, which is an interesting part of the question answers. Here given A, under read to appreciate, we have done the poetic devices when I did the previous poem. So I want you to find out at least 5 more examples of alliteration. So see, these are the examples of alliteration. I make a sudden sally, that SS sound is repeated. By many a field and fallow, the FF sound is repeated. So I want you to write down 5 more examples of alliteration in the poem. Find yourself and note it down in the copy. Now, here we get some words. And I want you to make these 2 columns in the copy, sound words and movement words. And then from these words given, already words are given, babble, murmur, bicker, all these you will be putting them in the correct column. In the correct box you will put them, the sound, which are the sound words, and which among them are the movement words. So that is what you are going to complete in your copy, and all these will be uploaded in the assignment. The questions here given I'll be uploading. So complete the work nicely in your copy and make it very neat and tidy. So till here now, and we'll continue the next. We'll start a new lesson, the next one, in the next video. So take care everybody, and God bless you all.